365 days, over 50 videos, and an absolutely baffling 856 subscribers. To celebrate this tremendous moment in history, we're going back to where it all began. And that is with my face. Hello everybody, Factosaurus here. Yes, it's been 1 year since I started the channel. And it's crazy that we've gotten to this point. I never thought I would, so I have to thank all of you. Every last one of you for subscribing to the channel. It is incredible that any of you want to stick around to listen to my nonsense. But yeah, a year is just insane. It doesn't feel like it's been a year at all. I'm sorry if I stutter a lot. This is completely unscripted. But yeah, it's just crazy. So thank you all for subscribing and, supporting me in the comments below and all that. It's all been great. It's been awesome becoming a content creator. It's been great. I've loved every second of it. So yeah, today we are here to we're going to talk about the history of Factosaurus, where I plan to go with the channel in the future, and there will be a Q&A at the end as well. So yeah, I guess without further ado, let's get started. I'm not sure how many of you have been here since the very beginning. My content has changed quite a bit. The original whole topic surrounding this channel originally was just paleontology. I only wanted to talk about new findings, just about the science of dinosaurs themselves. That was what it was originally was, which is why the channel is called Factosaurus, in case you were ever wondering. That was the reason why it's named that. Now it really it's just a name at this point. It doesn't have any meaning to what the content is now. But yeah. And of course, the format of video was quite a bit different than what it is today. For those of you who were there in the original days of Factosaurus, you'll remember that I had all I had, no computer at the time when I started this channel, no PC, there was no high-tech editing, so all we had was Cyberlink Power Director on my phone and the lovely green screen, which I happen to still have, so come on, let's take a look at history. Here it is. This is the thing that you saw me in the corner of for the first 5 months of this channel. It was this. Just silly little green screen. And everybody in my family thought, wow, putting a picture of an Allosaurus there was the coolest thing ever. How did you do that? And I felt the same way. I was just like, wow, I'm an editor now. Of course, I'm a lot better at editing now. Unfortunately, all my best editing skills went to the brain rot video. But yeah, it's crazy how this channel has evolved from this, like just putting some random paleo art I found online of the animal I was talking about, and now we have like full-fledged sped up recordings for Jurassic World Evolution 2. We have voiceovers. We have these crazy transitions, opacity. No watermark. But yeah, for those of you who somehow stuck around during the green screen era, as I call it, I don't know why. This wasn't very good content, but thanks for supporting me still. So yeah, let's head back. Really is crazy how this channel has evolved. Like you look at that, it seems like horrible content with our silly watermarks, but it was fun. There was a lot of people supporting me in the comments, saying that they loved how informative I was. They loved my style. It was very, very kind. But much like the dinosaurs themselves, I evolved. And the channel went in an entirely new direction once I started messing around with a little app called DaVinci Resolve on my computer. That's when the content started to get a little more, I guess you could say, professional. I went to a whole entirely different niche, I guess you could say. I started making videos about the Jurassic franchise. It was a format very much inspired by YouTubers like Clayton Fierity and Swerve, where it was just latest news about the franchise, some theories I had, just talking about Jurassic Park, and that was another fun time. That was another fun time. That was also, I guess you could say, the high point, the highest point that my channel ever got to. It was like during the summer when I started doing that type of video. It was insane. It was crazy to me what was happening with the channel. The videos were averaging over 1,000 views, each and every one of them, and it was crazy. My videos today don't do that, which I don't know what was happening in that period, but I don't know. But that was awesome. Unfortunately, most of them didn't subscribe, as you can clearly see. But to know that many people even watched the video, and it's awesome. To know that people actually, like, my most viewed one right now, I think, is like 25,000 views. It's crazy that 25,000 people on this planet watched. Out of all the dinosaur videos about Jurassic World and all that stuff, out of all of them, 25,000 of them chose to watch my video, and that's incredible. It really was. And then, of course, I started to branch out a little more. I started a little bit of Jurassic World Evolution 2 content. At first I just did a little tier list of all the DLC video, not the DLC, a little tier list of all the DLCs for the game. Brought my opinions on them. Yeah. And this is around the time that I stumbled upon a little YouTube channel, another small dinosaur channel like myself, called Prehistoric PC. I want to give a special shout out to you, Prehistoric PC, if you're watching this video. It was your videos that showed me this whole entire side of YouTube of just small dinosaur creators, and I've gotten to know quite a bit of them now. It's awesome. I'm now part of this little community of small dinosaur YouTubers, and it's great. It's great. I also want to give another shout out to Jurassic Canon King. He's always, ever since I first met him, which was when I discovered Prehistoric PC's channel. Ever since I first met him, he's just been so kind in the comment sections. He's always been, like, supporting my content. It's just been great. Thank you, man. It's awesome. So yeah, then I started getting a little more serious with Jurassic World Evolution 2. I actually started a building series, Jurassic Oasis. I'm sure some of you remember it. Unfortunately, those types of videos don't do very well on the channel. They get like 50 views. Some of them will get over 100, but doesn't happen a lot. It's unfortunate. And that was a lot of what the channel was Jurassic Oasis. However, I also then branched off a little bit more into another category, which is Godzilla. Now, I've always loved Godzilla. Godzilla's my favorite movie franchise of all time. And I thought he was similar enough to dinosaurs to the point where I could just be like, yeah, let's throw him in there with the others. And people liked it. People did like it. Well, some people liked it. That first battle video was pretty mixed, and it got blocked in Russia for some reason. But yeah, even though that video was a little bit of mixed reviews and stuff, I still went ahead with Godzilla. I'd still do a little bit of Godzilla content to this day. The tier list video was a lot more well received. So yeah, it's awesome that I'm able to have a channel where there's fans of both dinosaurs and Godzilla, so I'm able to put my two favorite things into this hobby, and that's awesome. And then that's, I guess, just a really brief history of where the channel is at the moment. Currently, we're sitting at about 856 subscribers as I'm recording this. It could go up, it could go down once this is out. I don't know, but it's crazy to me that like nearly 900 of you have subscribed because you want to see the next upload that I make, and that's incredible. I've always thought my videos were a little bit cringe, if you will. But yeah, it's your guys' support has made me want to continue to make videos like this. And yeah, it's been great. It's been truly amazing. So what's next? What is next for 2025 and 2026, maybe even 2027? What is next for Factosaurus? It's a tough one to say. I don't like trying to announce things in the future because I have a habit of not getting around to them. But yeah, I'm just going to be a very not bland. Bland is the wrong word. A very, very general description of like the type of content I want to do. I'm not announcing any big projects. Just telling you what I want to do. The paleontology. I would love to start doing a little more of that. The problem, I think problem is the wrong word. Again, the reason I stopped doing that type of format, that like type of educational content, is because one, I was terrified I would get something wrong, and then everybody in the comments would just come at me and be like, "No, you're wrong, you suck," and like I didn't want that. Nobody ever did, but the thought was still there. The second part was that it's really hard to keep up with paleontology. Because things are changing a lot. There's a lot of discoveries. Like if I went over every discovery, I would be like there'd be a video like every day. But yeah, I would like to do a little bit more paleontology. I would like to do some of it again. Not in the style of like, oh yeah, every time like a single new vertebra of a dinosaur is discovered, I'm going to talk about it. No. I want to just do like general paleontology, like teaching people about dinosaurs that I know well and I can feel confident teaching people about. I have an idea for a paleontology video that I want to do. So I'm not going to officially announce it, but I'm going to say I will try to make it happen. But yeah, on another side of educational content, I've been getting into zoology recently, and I would love to make some videos about animals, whether you guys want to see that on this channel, or if I should make a second channel that's specifically dedicated to modern animals. I would love to do it because I want to educate myself a little more on that, because I'm really starting to come to love the animals that we, are living with, and not just the ones that we're never going to see. So yeah. When it comes to dinosaur gaming, I would love to branch out from just Jurassic World Evolution 2 park building. One, because I'm not going to lie, park building is... It's difficult. It's difficult to come up with original ideas. And I don't consider myself to be an ultra creative person. So I just... it's hard to come up with very original ideas. A lot of what I would be putting in is just like heavily inspired things for the habitats, the buildings, all that stuff. Even with the new mods, it's hard to come up with some more original stuff. So I don't know if I exactly want to continue Jurassic World Evolution 2 park building. I know that's going to suck for some of you, but I just, it's a little difficult for me to just constantly having to be coming up with these new ideas. And the building takes a long time too. It can get a little stale at points. So yeah. However, before Jurassic World Evolution 3 comes out, this is the one project that I can confirm will be coming. To celebrate the 10-year anniversary of Jurassic World, I will be recreating, I should say, the entirety of the Jurassic World park from the movies in the game. I know what you're thinking. Wow, you're right, you are not original at all. There's a little bit of a twist to it, you see. Instead of it just being like a sandbox park build, no, that's not what we're doing. We're going to build a park, but then our goal is to make it an actual successful park. We turn on all the settings. So that way dinosaur comfort is on, all that stuff. Like, all the stuff that actually makes the game, other than money. I don't want to deal with that. Other than that, though, it's going to turn on pretty much everything that makes the game. And we're just going to see if we can truly build a successful Jurassic World. In the end, we'll let all the dinosaurs out and eat everybody, just like in the movie. But yeah, that is the one project that I can confirm is coming, because that's something that I've actually really wanted to do for a long time. And now with 2025 being the 10-year anniversary of Jurassic World, I see no better time than now to do it. Plus, with Jurassic World Evolution 3 coming up this year also, don't exactly have a lot of time to waste anymore. So yeah, Jurassic Park Miami, at the moment, will be sidelined, even though there's only one episode. And it performed horribly. It's got like 50 views at the moment. So, for the 50 of you who watched it, and the 5 of you who are subscribers who watched it, that's being sidelined for now, in favor of that Jurassic World project. I'd also love to do Path of Titans. I just recently got that game. It's pretty fun. I'll be doing some of that as well. And that's pretty much it when it comes to the future of the channel. That's all I have planned, at least. I don't know if I'll get around to doing these paleontology and zoology videos. I don't know if I'll do Path of Titans. Who knows? Maybe even that project that I confirmed will flop dead and it won't happen. That's not me saying it will. I very much hope I don't procrastinate and I actually, do the thing. So, yeah, once again, thank you to everybody who supported me throughout this first year of the channel. Special shout out to Prehistoric PC and Jurassic Canon King for introducing me into like a bigger community of this style of content, and just thanks to all of you so much for an amazing first year. And now, it's time for the Q&A. Unfortunately, there were only 8 questions, and 95% of them were brought up by the special Jurassic Canon King that I've mentioned many, many times. So we're going to start off with the only 2 that were not Jurassic Canon King. So, starting off with Nuclear Goji's question, which is, what is your favorite Godzilla? My favorite Godzilla is, okay, it depends on what you mean by this. Like, my favorite Godzilla movie is Godzilla 2014. It's directed by my favorite director, Gareth Edwards. His directing style is just amazing. I love the darker tone of it. I think the Godzilla design is absolutely brilliant. It is up there with one of my favorites of all time. I just overall think it's an incredible movie. I love the monsters. I love the cinematography. I love the tone. It's all great. And then, and that is the best original score for a Godzilla movie I've ever seen. It's up there with the original song by Akira Ifukube. It's up there very high. I absolutely love that movie. If we're talking about design, then I'd have to go with Miragoji, which is Godzilla 2000, for those of you who don't know what the suit name is. I just really love it because it's my 2 favorite colors, green and purple. It's and he's really spiky too. He just looks really cool. I like him. And the red atomic breath is interesting as well. He just looks really nice. It's unfortunate he only existed for 2 movies, but he kind of got reborn in the New Empire with Evolved Godzilla, so, there's that. Next question is from Prehistoric PC, also mentioned earlier. He asked, egg? And to that I say, egg? Then the rest of these are Jurassic Canon King. You're the only reason, sir, that this Q&A part even exists. You gave me 95% of my questions. Thank you. First question. What is your favorite action sequence in a Jurassic film? Here's the thing. I don't know what exactly qualifies as an action sequence. So, I'm going to give a couple of answers here, just in case I get just in case I say one that isn't an action sequence. Off the top of my head, I would say the original T-Rex breakout from the first film. That is my favorite scene in all of cinema. It is absolutely fantastic. I don't know if it's really an action scene, more of it being like a suspense and horror scene though. So yeah, just in case that's not an action sequence, I'm gonna have to think of a different one. And to that, I'm going to say probably the final battle of Jurassic World is incredible. The Indominus Rex fighting the Raptor squad, and then Rexy comes out, and then they all just start fighting, destroying Main Street. It's awesome. I love it, absolutely. Just so much. Mosasaur comes out. It's a great scene. I love it. Next question from Jurassic Canon King. We have, rank the Star Wars movies. I'm going to let you all in on a little secret. I've never seen Star Wars in my life, so I can't do that for you, sir. I'm sorry. Next question from Jurassic Canon King. I don't know why I keep saying from Jurassic Canon King. The rest of these are from Jurassic Canon King. Next question is, what are the top 5 strongest MonsterVerse Titans? Now, okay. MonsterVerse is the one era of Godzilla that I am not exactly educated in when it comes to power scaling. So I'm just going to give a little estimation, a little guess as to what that might be. I'm going to say the first strongest is probably Shimo, then followed by King Ghidorah and Godzilla. Number 4 and 5, I have no idea what they could possibly be, so I'm just going to go ahead and say Kong and Mechagodzilla. You know, I think that's a pretty safe guess. If it's not Mechagodzilla is the one I'm less confident about, so I'm going to go maybe like Tiamat or Mothra or one of them. Maybe Muto Prime, who knows? One of those in 5th place. But yeah. Then he asks, do you read? Yes, I do read, sir. I read an amount. I don't know if it's a lot, I don't know if it's a little. I tend to read like 5 books at a time though, so they don't get finished very fast. And the problem is once I finish one of those 5 books, I replace it with another book. So that way I always have a massive supply to read from. And I'll finish only the newest one and then never get around to the other ones I was reading earlier. Other question, do you bleed? Is this a threat? I feel like for my own safety, I'm just going to say no, I don't bleed. And off the top of my head, that is all of the questions that we got. So, closing statement. Alright. I don't exactly know what to say. I feel like I've said it all about 8,000 times in this video, but thank you for subscribing. Thank you for all the support over the first year of Factosaurus. And with that, I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.